Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blackout Tips podcast. I'm your host, Rod, joined as always by my co-host,
Karen.
and she's my wife. The official weapon of the show is
The folding chair.
and the unofficial sport.
Bullet ball. You sound like you telling somebody that for the first time. Like she my wife, in case you didn't know.
You know, I was thinking, sometimes people don't know.
You know what that is? Yeah, that is true. Because sometimes people be surprised. I forgot. People do write in and go, I didn't even know that was your wife.
Yeah, somebody was shocked just now. It was like, what?
They not just co-host.
That's crazy. How do you do a show with your wife all the time?
Right.
You know, they always do that shit.
They are actually at the same location. I can't believe it.
Y'all, you don't hate your wife? You do something with her every day? That's crazy. That could never be me.
Right?
All right. You guys know what to do. Leave feedback in all the various ways that you see in the show notes. You can also join our Patreon, which is brand new. Just put a new episode for the spoiled movie reviews there. And one of the review I did today was a solo review of Ice Cube's War of the Worlds. So if you're into hearing what I thought about that, you can hear what my rating was from 0 to 5, and you can hear Karen laughing in the background while I did the review. I guess the best place to start is Karen. Any banter?
I don't have anything.
Yeah, I don't really have anything. I'll wait, do mine a different day. So I guess we can get right into some politics till we get mad. See how long.
I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black.
People have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's a Texas company, Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Tell you what, I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to bed.
All right. White House to vet Smithsonian museums to fit Trump's historical vision. That's right. Revisionist history is about to be official history because he's in charge. And even though last week they said, oh, we only took it down because, the sign didn't match our standards. Nope. And so we took the impeachment of Trump sign down. That was the wrong font. It was Times New Roman. And we're a Helvetica organization.
Right. How dare you? We New Romans.
Well, now we see the White House plans to conduct a far-reaching review of the Smithsonian Museum exhibitions, which, the Black Museum, the Blacksonian, that's one of them. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, a lot of people's funding is going to get cut. A lot of exhibits going to go down. A lot of people are going to have to capitulate to survive, and they're going to be telling you 1776 history. This is what happens when you let these people be in charge. So, yeah.
Yeah, it is one of those things that it breaks my heart, and I am so glad that we got to go see it like years ago when it I think in the first year it came out, we went to go see it if I'm not mistaken, and I'm so glad we went to go see it then, because we actually got the true experience of what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, and we only saw the bottom half. We didn't get to go to the top and see all the positive stuff, and it's going to be interesting because I feel like the bottom half is definitely gone.
Oh, yeah.
They might keep some of the top half, but I just got a feeling that after Trump get done, it's going to look a little different. Mm-hmm. Like Ben Carson will still be in there. Herschel Walker's going to be in there. Herman Cain will not be in there because they've forgotten about Herman Cain. They don't talk about Herman.
Yeah, they're going to take out Emmett Till. Yeah, Emmett Till. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
check that up.
But I mean, that's the whole bottom. Like all the bottom is gone. I'm saying what's going to be left to celebrate Black people, because their version of celebrating Black people is totally different than the version that we have. Like if MLK is in there, it'll be reduced to one quote about
I had a dream.
Yeah. I had a dream, and we achieved it. And it's gonna be one room. You're gonna walk through. It's gonna be one room with Ben Carson, Herman Cain, Herschel Walker.
Somebody said Dominant Silk.
Dominant Silk will be up in there. Life-size statues. It's gonna be one room. You just gonna walk in. It's gonna take 5 minutes, and you walk out, and it's gonna say, mission accomplished, racism over, and that's it. On the way out.
Yeah, any celebrating of us has got to be shucking and jiving. It can't be
Yeah.
great accomplishments that we've done and contributed to this country.
Yeah, they're gonna have what's my man? OBKB, Tim.
Somebody said, is it Tim Scott? Somebody
Tim
wrote
Scott.
his name in there.
They're gonna have Tim Scott in there, but it's gonna be a loop of that speech when he was like, "And don't tell me that Donald Trump." When he was doing a fake black preacher, terrible, like he had never been to black church. And I says, Mr. Trump, let me play some phones for you. The Teamsters. You guys remember the Teamsters, the union that was
ain't them the truckers?
No, these are union Teamsters. They had gotten bankrupted out of their pensions, and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris made them whole, like literally gave them their money back because they support unions, working people. And to repay them, the leader of the Teamsters union went and spoke at the RNC and not the DNC. And so now, and from that point on, I mean, before that, I was already like this, but from that point on, I was like, okay, so these people have decided that whiteness is more valuable than policies, because there are no Trump policies that benefit unions ever.
It's not,
except the police union.
And the reason why I was, because I know each group has a different name, but what group is the Teamsters over? I know, like, you have ones for the writers, one for the
Teamsters are like, all the typical labor jobs you think of that are unionized. I'll Google it, but like truck drivers, let's see, this is from their website, frequently asked questions. See, I don't want to get it from their website,
right? Because it might not be right.
Yeah. So it says, see, and then this is these are examples, but not what?
Yeah.
One who drives a team or motor truck, especially as an occupation. So I guess like truckers and shit. But I know they represent labor to people, like people that do manual labor, people that work in factories, people that work make cars, shit like that. Like they consider that, like the Teamsters, they consider them middle America. They consider them white. When they talk about the white working class, it's often who Bernie is nodding to.
Okay, that makes sense. And I wanted to ask, because like I said, I know like the other groups have, like, you have the writers guild, you have the actors guild, you had. So I was wondering, like, what group did they pick up?
It's a generalized name, but it's they said it's formed in 1903 by the merger of the Team Drivers International Union and the Teamsters National Union. The union now represents a diverse membership of blue and white collar workers. So generally just workers in both public and private sectors. 1.3 million members, but their leadership is white. And there's black Teamster unions. They've supported Kamala Harris.
Yes, they did.
Same thing with the black police union, by the way. So it's almost as if the defining characteristic of their decisions to be conservative are based on when you put white people in the pool. Now, the way that America works and the way that white supremacy works, people go, because black people are biased. Right? That's how it works, right? No one ever goes because white people are biased. It's always like because white people are the default, and so they're just open-minded people that support Republicans, and black people are biased and they just support Democrats because they black. Anyway, they are now pouring money into the GOP, shifting away from Democrats. So they literally got made whole from their pensions from Democrats. Policy, Joe Biden stood on the line with the porters and
I think when he's the first president to ever do that.
He is the most pro-union president we've ever had, period. Right. Bernie Sanders, bitch ass, will still get on microphones places and say that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and other Democrats just don't care about the working class. I don't know what that could possibly mean. Right. I truly don't. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick about it.
Talking.
I just truly do not know why this never fucking counts.
Right.
Because now Teamsters are giving money to Republicans And you know what's going to happen? Bernie Sanders won't decry the Teamsters. He's going to give them the benefit that he would never give black voters and be like, well, these guys, the problem is you're not being nice enough to them. Democrats aren't communicating with them. Why this is Democrats' fault that the Teamsters do not want them, as opposed to look around at everything else we see that's happening from Republicans. Why would you want more Republicans? And keep in mind, many of these policies are hurting working class people.
Yes.
They're hurting the same people in this union. They're hurting unions in general.
They're breaking up unions and things like that. And it's one of those things, you're giving money to the same people that's going to turn around. And in a few years, y'all going to be back in the same situation. And if Donald Trump is still in charge, he's not going to give you shit. And you're going to fucking fold.
The guy at the top is a Republican. And so then Sean O'Brien. And so all of a sudden they're donating to Republicans, and it's all under this guise of like, no, we're just open-minded and we're not really, this is the benefit of the doubt we give people. We're dying of whiteness in America.
Yes, we are.
And yet the benefit of the doubt always goes to white folks to like, well, if Democrats would just reach them. It's like, well, I think they like Donald Trump and his policies of racism more than they like having a good job.
Yes. More than they love their own children.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this. But, I, for one, am out on these people. I don't even think it's worth like going back and forth and arguing with them and all that type of shit. Like, I thought this last year, the election has done nothing but confirm it since, but we have a white problem in America, and it's not going away until we can say it, and we can't say it. Like everywhere in public and mainstream public, you just cannot be like, because white people's feelings are more important than facts. So you can't be like,
right.
You can't be like, no, everyone else understood the assignment. White people just keep wanting this racist shit. They don't care about immigration, hurting people, and they don't care about Homeland Security putting on masks and abducting women in broad day. They don't care. And there's nothing you can do to make them care. They don't care about this Epstein shit. They just do not care enough to be like, I don't want to let these people be in charge. They like that these people dislike the people they dislike.
Yep. Them others.
Yeah. Democrats call out the Trump administration over terrifying reports of the ICE detaining immigrants and asylum seekers at court proceedings, and then at them being masked up, not having to have any identifying stuff like badges or even their face. They covering their faces.
You could be anybody.
There's nothing that could stop impersonators from just like grabbing women to rape, harass, abuse
yank them up, and nobody will ever know because you're not having proper ID. They can't request and nor ask for it.
And the cruelty is the point here. Like, they don't just, this ICE thing is so interesting because they're not doing this to secure the homeland. They're not even doing this to enforce immigration. They're doing this to put fear in people who are not white, who are here in America. Because when you look at how they're doing it, they're going after people who are legally following the law, who are going the right steps. Mm-hmm. You're going to it. You're showing up for your immigration hearing, and they're arresting you, and they're putting you, detaining you, and we don't know where you go. We don't know who can like what your rights are, who's your lawyer, none of this shit. They're doing it without badges. They're doing it without their faces being shown. Mm-hmm. This is not like the impact of this is bigger than just the law, because you could do all the same stuff about, listen, we're enforcing the law, we're really cracking down, we're forcing down to the letter. Okay, you could do that with your face uncovered, right? Couldn't you do that like, what's stopping you from doing that with a badge that says your name and your number on it for as an officer of the law? Right. You're doing this on purpose to scare the shit out of people. Mm-hmm. To be like, we could just pop up anywhere, because they think fear is the number one motivation to get people to comply with things. And they're not always wrong, but a lot of times the fear is the point.
Agreed.
And so of course people will go, oh, Democrats are just writing letters and they're just demanding actions. That's all they can do, guys.
Yep. Yep, and like I said, this is why I don't like to talk to people, because I won't say you're stupid. Get the whole fuck out my face. You're stupid. We didn't give them enough. We didn't do what we were supposed to do because it's on the masses. And then y'all look at them and say, do something. Do something with what, bitch? What?
And all they're asking is them to identify themselves, because that's all even of the ask, that's all they can ask. Like, they can't really ask anything more than that, to be like, hey, can you just like at least show your face and badge number when you go and detain these people in ways that we have never done before, that seem to be illegal and may even be challenged in court and may violate people's civil rights, but could you at least do it without a mask on?
Right.
Take the glasses off inside? That's crazy. Let's see what else is happening. Ghislaine Maxwell cleared to leave prison on work release. Yeah, they gonna let her out.
Of course they gonna let her out, because if no crime submitted, what the fuck she in jail?
I feel like if this was a movie, they would have a private plane waiting for her and get her the fuck out of the country. They'd be like, oh yeah, I don't know what happened to that woman. Well, she's gone now. Guess we'll never know about this Epstein shit.
We ain't never gonna see that woman again.
Who the fuck else gets to do that level of crime, facilitate that many sexual assaults, and just get work release? Like, okay, well, back on the streets. Let's give her a halfway house or something. Mm-hmm. What's the work release gonna be? A daycare? What the fuck are we doing?
I have no idea.
Greg Abbott accuses Representative Jasmine Crockett of racism after she objects to the redistricting plan that they have. So they want to steal her seat. They've already been suppressing black people's votes in Texas for a long time. They've been cheating with the gerrymandering for a long time. And so he was on Fox News and he dismissed Crockett's objections to his controversial redistricting scheme and said it wouldn't be a day ending in Y if Jasmine Crockett didn't say something racist.
Yeah, white people love to tell other people what racism is. Like, they love to tell you the definition of when they've never experienced it.
Now, keep in mind, he was not asked to clarify what she said that was racist
and what it means, right?
Because it's Fox News, it's a Republican friendly outlet, so they're like, yep, racist. That black people are the real racist. All right, moving on to the next question.
Right, because they don't care.
Yeah. So yeah, she had said right now African Americans are only going to have 1/5 of the voting power that they should have in the state of Texas under this map. And we know that our Latino brothers and sisters will only have 1/3 of the voting power. And frankly, Asians, which tend to be one of the fastest growing demographics in the state of Texas, have literally no power. So he basically was like, yeah, that's racist that she brought that up.
And they really do think that.
Yeah. I thought there was a really telling moment where a Republican was being interviewed on one of these shows, and let me open it in a different app because I'm pretty sure this won't play. Oh, damn. It's gone. Shit. Well, there was this moment where a Republican was asked about, I saved the wrong link. I see where I fucked up. Okay, well, anyway, he was asked like straight up, like, hey, with this whole okay, cool. I think I found it. Yes, okay, I found it. All right, cool. All right, give me 1 second, everybody, to put this link in another app so we can watch it together as a family. And I'll share it on my screen. But this is so telling. The way this went down. Okay, I have to make it bigger. Oh shit. Okay, right. Come on, get it together. You can fucking do this. All right, here we go.
I believe in you.
All right, so it was on Fox News. Will Cain used to be a ESPN talking head conservative guy. I remember people tried to convince me he was one of the smart conservatives, and I rejected that wholeheartedly. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you say. I know a dumb motherfucker when I see one. A haircut can't trick me. But he ended up being a right-wing hack and going to Fox News and all this shit. But he's interviewing he's I guess talking to a Democrat, James Tallarico on Fox because, Democrats still think they can go on there and possibly sway some votes.
You
but
can't.
Yeah. But here's the exchange I thought was very interesting.
That's exactly what's happening here. And I asked you, if Republican policies are popular, why do they need to redraw these maps? Why can't they just run on their policies?
I'm getting wrapped on time. I'm enjoying this conversation. I want to let it go on, and I apologize. That's such is the nature of cable television. But
you had to go to break.
I don't believe you. You didn't want to answer that question.
Oh, that's my time. Oh man. Oh boy. Oh, they're giving me the light. They're giving me the light on that one, guys.
Mm-hmm. But that's a true statement. If y'all shit was that popular, just run and win.
Yeah, it's so interesting that's not, once again, that's never the solution. Is just, let's just have open and free, fair elections. One party is suppressing the vote. Why the fuck are we not talking about that? And I don't want to hear that it's the same. Like, well, look, Democrats sometimes they redraw the lines, Republicans redraw the lines. There's a complete fucking difference, and y'all know the history of this country with disenfranchising black people's right to goddamn vote. You know it's different. Let's not pretend that it's some even-handed, everybody does it bullshit. That's how you get caught up in this everybody does it shit. Everybody does not do it.
Yeah, just both sides are the same. Like I think that phrase bothers me more than any fucking thing else.
Yeah,
I just want to light the room on fire.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's why I don't talk to people.
It's how dumb people get out of knowing shit.
Yeah,
because
you don't
all the same.
You don't really want to have a conversation. You don't really want to voice your opinion. You want to fucking stay neutral. But it's to a point where there's no neutrality.
It's the thing that I always say, like, not always, but I've been saying recently, if there was three parties, people would be like, all three sides are the same.
Right.
Like, it's just, it doesn't really matter. People that want to people that want to sway their responsibility as citizens will say that, all right, last one. Joe Rogan slams Trump for dodging Epstein files. Told you, man, they trying to abandon the ship. This is a good everyone's like, why do they care about the Epstein files? And honest to God, I don't think they care on a fundamental level, because I truly think they heard all the allegations. They knew, because these are the people that studied this shit.
Mm-hmm.
They heard all the allegations, and I don't think they ever really fucking cared, because they hate the idea of Democrats. They hate the idea of liberals. They hate the idea of, like, sharing this world with each other. They hate that shit. They hate the idea that someone would say, hey man, come up with a better joke than just calling somebody a racial slur or transphobic slur or whatever. Like, just be funnier than that. And they don't like that. They're like, fuck it, Trump. And I think a lot of them consciously voted for him knowing he was convicted of sexual assault or sexual abuse of some type. They voted for him knowing he was on trial everywhere. They voted for him knowing that he was a grab him by the pussy guy.
Mm-hmm.
They voted for him knowing he hung out with Epstein.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to hear it.
They knew all this. But I think they think this is a good exit round.
I agree.
To say, well, now that his policies are very unpopular, he's become unpopular in some circles, and they're having a real effect that I can't defend. Like, when it was theory, I could be like, man, listen, if you're here illegally, then get the fuck out.
When it was theory.
And then when you're watching people in masks with no fucking badge round up citizens who, or just people who may or may not be citizens, because we aren't really finding out, when you're seeing free speech activists arrested for talking about the government, when you're seeing all these cuts to fundamental programs while the rich get richer, all of a sudden, I think these guys are like, well, shit, it's not a game anymore. I can't just come on it now to come on the air and defend this. I'm defending the thing that's happening. Before, I was like, these fucking Democrats, right? Like, come on, dude. Like,
yeah, they use the Democrats.
You're gonna fucking, like, let a man use a bathroom with a lady? Like, when it was just that kind of shit, they were able to be like, because it wasn't really happening anyway, but it was like a thing to be like, right? Like, Trump is, I mean, maybe we go with Trump on this. Now it's like, okay, cool. I am actually going to admonish trans people. I'm going to pass laws about gay marriage and shit. So the people that you were like, I'm cool with my lesbian and my gay friends, that are married. What's the problem with that? Now you're part of their problem, and those people are looking at you because a lot of them were still in their circles.
Yes,
there's a lot of people that were like gay, but still like, listen, man, I disagree with all this trans shit, but at the same time, like Joe Rogan's a good guy. Whatever.
Yeah,
but now
you're getting a lot of this. That's your boy.
Yes,
like whatchamacallit was saying. People can call him out. Yes, and people, I'll be like, that's your boy. You pushed him. You put his platform out there. You did this, and now you're being held accountable for the bullshit that you supported, and you want to back the fuck out.
And I believe this is truly their exit ramp. There's just no way that there's no way this is the sticking point. That you truly the whole time we're sitting there like, this motherfucker was on all them flights, but he ain't have nothing to do with Epstein.
Nothing.
But now he won't release the report. I don't know, man. Maybe he did have something to do with it. There's only one reason to believe Donald Trump, and that's called confirmation bias.
Yeah, and
people look at him and they believe what they want to believe.
True.
When it comes to his lies, they know he's lying about a bunch of shit, but they're like, he generally tells the truth. What they're saying is he tells the truth about the things I agree with him on. What are those things? Typically, hatred of left-leaning ideals and stuff like that. Hatred of black people, hatred of immigrants, hatred of women, hatred of trans people, stuff like that. And so they go, oh, he's generally telling the truth, because they do agree with the disdain, right? And so I think it is very telling that they're like, no, now all of a sudden I don't believe this Epstein shit. Oh man, we better really get to the bottom. I'm gonna have to stop supporting this guy.
And the thing is, less of Andrew Schultz and more of Joe Rogan. Nigga, you was at the inauguration. What the fuck are you talking about?
But you know what? Andrew Schultz too.
Oh,
Andrew
okay,
Schultz
he was there too.
No. I mean, he had Trump on his podcast.
Yes,
Everybody forgets that. Like, to me, same thing.
Yes.
Like, you didn't get a ticket to the inauguration, but you would have went.
Yes,
you would have went.
If he would have got a ticket, he would have went. But for Joe Rogan, people can say, I actually seen your ass sitting there.
Yeah,
like on
this
camera.
This was a victory for edgelord white guys.
Yes,
this Trump thing, and now that it's actually in effect and governing people's lives, and people are like, man, fuck this. Who voted for him? Because I keep seeing more. You know what sentiment I'm seeing even more than I saw before? Fuck whoever voted for Trump. I'm seeing that more now. I didn't think you could necessarily see it more. I thought it kind of peaked already. But it's back because these policies, and it's only been 7 months, these policies are kicking in, and these things are so fast, and he's so over the top with the vitriol and the hatred that people are like, nah, if you voted for this, you are bad.
Yes!
There's not a good person that voted for this in 2024.
No.
And you had some of these guys who went on the record with, especially after he won, because when you get that euphoria of a victory and you want to be part of the winning part, you want to be like, yeah, I voted for him. I saw him at the UFC event. I shook his hand. He's the president, man. I respect the office. But now they backing out. Saquon Barkley. I didn't tell you I was going to be on that panel. Tua Tagliavola. I didn't say I was going to be on that panel, but you was taking pictures with him. You was cool with him. You was shaking hands. You voted for him. All of a sudden now you want out because these policies aren't leaving room for you to have a social positivity around you.
Right.
Now the only people that like you, your Q rating, the people that want to buy your shoes, the people that want to hang out with you, those are just MAGA motherfuckers. And you've never, at no point did these people only want MAGA supporters.
Right.
They wanted everyone to listen to them. And they wanted everyone to tolerate that they fuck with Donald Trump. Now they're like, oh, wait, the only people left for me is going to be this Donald Trump crazy audience. And I can't make a living off Donald Trump people.
You sure can't, because they care about Donald Trump. They don't give a fuck about you. And the second you stop talking about him and then start talking about other shit, they are gone.
If your name's not in there, you think you'd want everyone to see them, he argued, suggesting that keeping the record sealed only fuels suspicion. The host even took a few personal jabs at Trump, saying the idea of him playing 4D chess is absurd, comparing the strategy to barely playing checkers while getting distracted. Rogan also mocked Trump's age, appearance, and late night social media habits. Don't let them back. I don't care. Like, this is the part where they start trying to come back, dog. This is the part where all of a sudden they talking a lot less politics.
Yes.
And all of a sudden when they do, it's like, yo, did you see they're just rounding people up? That's crazy. Like, they weren't all for this. Like, they didn't laugh about this kind of shit when people warned them last year.
Joked about it.
Like,
yes,
they didn't act
live on the air.
These motherfuckers believe every motherfucking conspiracy except Project 2025.
Yes, they did.
That's crazy.
About the COVID shots and everything. All that bullshit.
All right. That's it. I'm mad. So let's just get out of this segment. Let's see. Oh man, what do I have? Actually, I found some of my old links. Let's see if we can. Actually, no. Let's just do some regular news, and we'll come right back. After this break. Yeah, that's the other part. This is not a static thing, meaning some people are going to like welcome Joe Rogan and them back to the fold for saying even this.
Yes.
This is not the last time he's going to say something that supports Trump and right-wing MAGA people and conservatives. So I do not shake this man's hand. You're like 2 weeks away from him being like, nah, this Trump shit was right about this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what's happening. B.O.B. Remember that rapper Bob? B.O.B. He made airplanes.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, I think I do.
He said some venues wouldn't book him due to his flat earth beliefs.
Good on them. There's like, bitch, our microphone's round and so is the earth. Get out of here.
It's like, how high did you go up in the airplane? Maybe ask him to go up a few more 1,000 feet and you can see the curvature of the earth. I don't know.
Good. Smart for them for saying, no, you're dumb.
He went on Hot 97 with Nessa, Colin Kaepernick's girlfriend, and said, I had no idea about the virality. I really didn't think anybody cared. I kind of compared to people talking about Bigfoot or Loch Ness monsters, UFOs. Some stuff is lore, some stuff is conspiracy, but some stuff has valid connection to culture. Definitely had no idea it would be so controversial.
Well, bitch, keep walking. Tell me when you fall off the edge of the earth.
When she asked if he was still a flat earther, he said, I'm so beyond that argument. I feel like it really doesn't matter if it's shaped like a U or a V. I think that's a yes. 2016, nigga ain't learned shit. If my words didn't hold any weight, my account wouldn't be censored. The Atlanta rapper wrote at the time, don't try to back me into conspiracy theorist corner. Don't be fooled. I speak from personal experience. Personal experience that the earth is flat? What the fuck do that mean, nigga?
What do that mean?
What are you, Galactus? How the fuck
did you fall off of it? Let us know.
You been to the moon? What are you talking about? Anyway. That's crazy. I know it's flat from personal experience, guys. Okay. I went to the edge of the earth. Okay.
Right. Fuck these scientists in these airplanes that I've been in before. Them motherfuckers curve because the earth is goddamn round.
Shout out to the venues banning him. I just gotta say, we have lost so much. Because I don't think this is enough to get anyone to lose anything anymore. There was a time though, we used to shame a dumb motherfucker and be like, don't nobody even want to hear you rap. Shut up, dummy.
Yes, you could be dumb, but keep your dumb opinions to yourself. You can rap as ignorant as you want to, but don't be saying dumb shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because now you can just be like, women's ain't human. And they be like, you know what? Show starts at 7:30, guys. Sold out. You know, like you can say so much bullshit now. I don't think vaccines work. All right, well, cool. We'll pull a crowd full of people without masks in here for you, Busta Rhymes. Like, you cannot get canceled for this shit no more. Let's see what else happened. Cardi B is in the news. She claims people are trying to destroy her life by sabotaging her album rollout. People pray for my downfall. I bust my brains to create, she said with tears in her eyes. Even when it didn't go my way, God makes it go right. But I'm tired. She said this on social media. She went to a Twitter space session to say all this and sound like she was possibly being very emotional.
She hadn't done them in a minute.
People are trying to destroy my life because they know this album is going to do great, she said, with the latest single Outside being released on June 20th. It was well received by fans that lack traditional support like music videos or press appearances to go along with the drop. She said, people pray for my downfall. They want me to put a bullet in my head. I don't do things to harm people, but people want to see me fail just because I'm trying to do better for myself and my kids. I don't know, man. Sound like she going
through something. That's what I'm about to say. Sound like she going through something.
Man, Cardi's so interesting because like her relationship with social media is almost something to be studied.
Yep, because I'm not trying to find it. There were other people, but she was like one of the first people that literally blew up. Like the foundation of everything you did was on social media.
Yeah, the argument for her is that without Instagram Live, she doesn't become the most popular rapper in the world at one point,
right?
Or at least popular woman rapper, not the popular rapper in the world. Like,
yes,
she was that. Like, I would argue there was a point where it was like Cardi B was the most popular, and
she put out bangers,
and that started from Instagram Live, like all the way to Love and Hip Hop, all the way to dropping the album. Even the way her relationship plays out, a lot of it's in social media, a lot of it's in front of people.
Yep.
And it doesn't seem like a faucet it seems like a faucet she's afraid to turn all the way off. Because at this point, it's like, I don't even know that it's still benefiting you. Because the other part is, once you blow up, there's a disconnect because people aren't rooting for you anymore. You're a fixture, you're a staple.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're more just content. You're somebody to have an opinion on, not necessarily a person to root for. And people, your mistakes start counting against you more than they before, where it was like, yeah, she did that, but man, like, look at who she's from, where she's where she's from, who she's. But now it's like you're established. You have a platform. You have responsibility. You can't just be saying shit. And I say all that because the next story. Apparently, she responded to some fat phobia backlash, over 3XL merch joke, and did not apologize. So I guess she was hyping up her upcoming album Am I the Drama, which was celebrating a box set and a t-shirt drop, until she called her fans fat as fuck for snatching up 3XL sizes in under 20 minutes. What followed was a blunt, no filter response that lit up the internet. In a series of follow-up videos, Cardi refused to back down. The joke, she said, was just that, a joke between her and her fans. She told critics not to cry, reminding them that she pokes fun at everyone, from people with BBLs to those with big feet, and that she wasn't going to apologize. After all, she argues she endures jokes about her body too. However, the remarks didn't land well with everyone. Plus size influencer Samira weighed in, questioning Cardi's joke and highlighting the larger problem of artists ignoring plus size fans in merch planning. As dialogue continues, the rapper maintains it's never that serious and she's not budging. Yeah, and once again, I feel like 5 years ago, people might have been like, yeah, but look at her. She from the Bronx. She ain't really.
They let it go.
We like that she's unfiltered and that she doesn't have training for media stuff. And she's just joking. Now it's like, nah, I don't like, people expect you to have some, especially when you're on the internet crying about the lack of support for you, people praying for your downfall. People expect you to also be empathetic back to everyone else. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm not saying it's even realistic, but that is what people expect. If you're on the internet crying about they being too mean to me, you don't get to be mean to people and be like, I'm just fucking around. People not going to take it that way. I'm not saying they shouldn't, but they don't know you. They know Cardi B TM.
True. And it's also one of those things where, like you said, maybe 1 or 2 generations after Cardi B, some of that changed, but like you said, it was Cardi B and like Lizzo and all them, like they kind of brought up in that. And so, like you say, it's hard for them to turn something off that literally made their careers.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is why they have that personal relationship with them, even though, I mean, I don't know for a fact, but I can tell you somebody has went to both of them and say, get your ass off this bitch. But there's something in them that will not allow them to sever that relationship.
Yeah.
Because actually, like you say, nobody knows what that line is, and it varies per person.
Because you also saw, and the other thing is, unlike many of us, they actually did see the benefit from being on there.
Yes.
Like, they literally have to think to themselves, I would not be who I am.
Yeah, they saw the benefit
if I did not go directly to my fans through social media.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that they've established themselves, it's probably mentally too hard for them to be like, some shit is just my business. Some shit is for the group chat. Some shit is just personal. Not everything, not, and even in the wild part, because I had to realize this too. the wild part is like people who are cruel and want to see you fail, you acknowledging that and how it affects you, it just fuels them. It just makes their dicks harder. You know what I mean?
And it makes them do it more. And I do feel this way. Everybody has, and it varies per celebrity. It would happen to Megan, it happened to Cardi, it happened to Lizzo.
It happens to all the girls that are on Instagram.
All of them is they have whatever that line is, and it varies per person. Once you get X amount of followers, X amount of dollars, going X amount of and like I say, and it's obscure, and it's objective. Like I say, it's like a personal thing on who determines what. But once you cross that line and the public has decided you've crossed that line, there's nothing you can say and or do to make them change. And I don't think we're above the rule. I don't know what it is for us, but if we was to cross a certain line, we would have a percentage of people that would do the same thing because they feel like, hey,
I mean, we've already had that in some areas. It's just not the majority of people, but we've had people that tried to dehumanize us, or you know, people that write up here. You know, we'll read it sometimes on the feedback show. Somebody writes up here with some ridiculous take, and it's like, oh, that person doesn't think I'm a person. They think I'm like Rod TM, the black guy who tips, established person that isn't going anywhere that you can just kind of shit on, and they'll be back tomorrow because they're here for you to shit on. That is a thing that they're experiencing times a million. Like we get that, we get that 1% of the time. They get that 70% of the time, or 40, 50, whatever it is. But they get it a lot more than us.
Yep.
Now, what's interesting is Samira says she initially addressed Cardi B's remark. It might be Samira, by the way. I'm really not sure, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. But she said that she tried to be nice about it at first, you know, speak about it in a respectful way. But Cardi's response, telling her to shut the fuck up and calm my pussy, escalated the situation and sent a signal to millions that mocking or dismissing plus size women was fair game. Happens all the time. You see it also happen when people argue with dark-skinned women and call them roaches and shit like that, and they'd be like, it's just jokes. Well, now everybody is in on the jokes, and they're targeting this person as well. The activist, who's no stranger to online hate, says this moment brought a new wave of harassment in her comments and DMs. By speaking to me that way publicly, she signaled to millions that this kind of language and violence towards fat women is acceptable. In the middle of the backlash, Samira's mom posted a TikTok looking directly to the camera with a heartfelt message for her daughter. To my daughter, Samira, seeing how you're being bullied and treated online really hurts me. I'm so sorry the world can be so cruel. I love you. You're perfect to me, and you deserve a lot more respect. Mommy loves you and will always be your biggest defender and protector. Now, at the same time, like, I can't say that for Cardi and not them. They got to get off the internet. Like, it's because it's not a helpful place. It is not going to get better. People are not going to wake up and change. And when they see it's affecting you, they're going to triple down, especially this weird stand shit online where people think they're supporting an artist by targeting people like her to be like, shut up, you fat bitch, and all this shit. Like, they think they're helping Cardi somehow or gaining favor. Is very sick. And so she has said that she's going to take a small step back from posting to protect her mental health, but made it clear she's not walking away from her mission to advocate for plus size people to be treated with dignity and respect. So Cardi B, man, crashing out. What the fuck? This album better be good.
Yeah, because she haven't done it. She hasn't put an album in a long time. And on top of that, like you said, the thing about a certain generation of celebrities and people, they seen the joys, like the pure, unfiltered joys of the internet, which you can't get nowadays.
Yeah.
And because of that, they hold on to that, I don't want to say ghost, but that memory. But you're never going to get that back. The internet has shifted so much that you know, and it sounds like for a lot of them, for their mental health, they do need to pull back. They do need to get off. They need to hand these accounts over to somebody else. But like, you got it. I'm going to live my life and make my art.
I think everybody's kind of that is online is all hoping to reclaim some of those moments, or at least find a few of them in this disparate world. But yeah.
Agreed.
AOL to discontinue its dial-up internet.
I was thinking about this.
Okay. What was you thinking about?
And I know this might sound wild, but there are people that try to still use this service. It's older. You know, most people joke about it and shit like that, but it would not be surprising if there were people that still use this service and things like that. because everybody ain't got the 5. Everybody assumes that everybody got the 5, but it might be a subsection of people that ain't got the 5. They might be in areas where they don't have high quality, high speed internet, or living in poverty. They keep cutting shit, so you just never know. And also, if you don't live near like big cities, your internet and Wi-Fi and cell phone shit is fucking terrible. They don't tell people that. People in a lot of these rural areas have terrible internet access. A lot of them have to use satellite because cable don't come out, that far and shit like that. So it would not be surprising if not a big percentage, but if a percentage of people depended on this in order to get online.
In 2015, there were 1.5 million dial-up users in AOL. In 2021, it was in the low thousands.
Yeah, I figured out the percentage would be really small.
Yeah, it's over for them, Karen. Okay.
Oh, I know.
It's over. It's a wrap. I don't know where they live. They gotta move. Okay.
They gotta move.
It wasn't working out. Okay. Every time you wanted to go listen to the blackout tips, you had to do this.
Oh no. I remember that sound. Lord, don't let somebody pick up the phone. I remember memories.
Hey, it's the blackout tips. Right, Karen. Welcome to the show. Oh damn! You gotta start.
Damn, you gotta start the download again.
Oh man, how
Mama,
you
get off the phone?
I'm trying to look like the blackout tips. Damn.
That's the sound I hadn't heard in years, boy. Now that shit is silent. Don't know. People nowadays don't know about the bitch actually calling the phone line.
Are they also texting with T9?
Come on, T9.
Like, come on, man.
They got the Motorola Razr.
What are we doing, guys? It's a wrap. It's a wrap for that. It's unfortunate, but it is a wrap. 10
minutes to get an image.
Yeah. All right, been a while since we did this segment, but I figured, it's never stopped. I'm still collecting these motherfucking stories, so we might as well talk about it.
Fucking with black people. Fucking with black people. Fucking with black people. Fucking with black people.
All right, fucking with black people. We go around the globe, find different articles that make us feel fucked with as black people, and we score them from 0 to 100 in intervals of 25 for how much we feel fucked with. Today's contestants, everybody. All right, it's the same contestants every time. Everybody out here just trying our asses. Let's go to this one. You need to go. Entitled white woman tries to evict family from beach, claiming it's private property. Then she realizes she can't call the cops, video shows.
She can't call the cops.
A Texas white woman is going viral after demanding that another woman and her family leave the beach, claiming the area was private. A TikTok video shared by Virgin Islands Pride, okay, with extra E, shows a thin white woman in a Texas flag bikini top and short shorts with a hand on her hips, wearing mirror sunglasses, shooing a woman who's off camera. Oh, you're gonna put it on the internet, the Texas woman says smugly. All right, let's see if we can hear it.
On the internet, that's cute.
Well, what else do you want me to do?
I would like you to leave.
You're on.
Let me see if I can make it bigger. Hold on. Oh, look at Janelle James.
Right? She came out of nowhere.
Love her. All right, here, let me see if I can get the volume back now. Where's the volume? There we go. Okay, so now.
Well, what else do you want me to do?
I would like you to leave. You're on private property.
This is not private property.
It is. You see the house right here? That means it's private property.
Now, the caption says, this is why you don't allow colonizers into your home. All VI beaches are public.
the Virgin Islands.
Congratulations. So is everybody
and
else.
the beaches are public here.
They're not.
And
no, ma'am, they're not. You can go to a public beach out at Megan's Bay.
15 years I've been.
Congratulations. That's great. This is private property. It is
Hey,
private
baby.
property.
Yes.
This is the same problem they had in Mexico. And they, when people put their houses up, they think that they could cordon off like their section of the beach. And their governor was like, I will tear them goddamn fences down. The beaches are public. You can't block it and prevent the general public from coming in these areas.
I didn't even know that. Wow.
Right there. And you need to take your things and your kids and you need to go.
We're not leaving. So the police will set this up. Okay?
She pulling out her phone to call the police. She's in the Virgin Islands, everybody.
Do she even know what the emergency number is? I know I wouldn't.
She's still looking at that phone, guys.
I bet you it ain't 911.
She's tapping a bunch of numbers.
She's probably Googling it. I wouldn't know who to call either.
I don't even know why she would care.
Right.
If I'm being honest. And she can't get the 911 because 911 does not take calls from the Virgin fucking Islands. 0 to 100, Karen. How much do you feel fucked with by this white woman trying to kick the people off the beach?
I get this one to 75 because you couldn't dial the Virgin Island police. I'm still fucked with though, but I'll take it down. A little bit because that was hilarious. Did you have to Google what's the Virgin Island 911? Because I'd be damned if I would have known.
I love how quiet she got when she was. I know her mind was racing trying to get to the bottom. I'm like, why the fuck is 911 not picking up? 911 really is a joke.
Yeah, it is.
Here's my thing. I only give it like a 25, and here's why. In addition to no one was in any real danger. It's not even our country.
Not even your country.
We lost. This is what Trump robbed us of. There was a time when this kind of thing would have went super viral and we would have had 27 nicknames for this bitch.
Yeah, them days is over, ain't
Beach
it?
Becky.
They stopped that. I mean?
Yeah. We would have had so many. We would have had C. Shelley.
Yeah,
we would have had so many names for these women, and we lost something. We used to come up with these fun, catchy names, and now we're not even celebrating white women looking stupid being racist anymore, and so that hurts me a little bit. I
can see that.
I wish we could have got a little more celebration, or maybe I should be mailing higher. Maybe it is a 75 because I feel like I'm more fucked with that we can't even clown like we used to clown.
Not like we used to, because like you said, they used to have them names.
It used to be the best. I used to look forward to this shit every day. Like, ooh, they got another one.
McDonald's Meg.
Yeah. Convenience store Connie.
Yeah.
She was yelling at people at the 7-Eleven. Let's go. 7-Eleven salad. Like, this used to make my motherfucking day. And now I can't. It's been ages since we had one. Iggy Azalea breaks silence on Black Scent backlash and why she walked away from music. First of all, man, you're late. You're a little late. You're a little late on this one.
Yeah, you might just be leaving, but everybody else been gone.
Secondly, the music walked away from you, man. Let's be honest.
A long time ago.
Yeah. She admitted she regrets speaking out on the matter at all. I said things that I shouldn't have said in retrospect. It was just a bad, perfect storm. I think sometimes I just regret having an opinion at all because I wasn't necessarily my place to have an opinion. She said this on ABC News. ABC News was interviewing Iggy Azalea in 2025. She must be going back to being white.
Nothing else to talk about.
It's always news whenever one of these whites go back. You know, Timberlake had a rollout when he was wearing like flannel jackets and shit. Like,
he was the man in the woods.
Miley Cyrus. Yes. Yeah. I know we love Miley now. I know the blacks have forgiven her, but still, I remember when she went back and it was like, well, you know, hip hop is just actually like so misogynistic that I can't even. It's like, whatever. But yeah, she said, I think the hardest part about it was seeing how other artists would distance themselves from me publicly, that I was only welcomed in secret. Yeah, that's probably because they wanted to fuck. There's no reason they would. There's like, it's not like they were ever hanging around you because your rap skills. She says, she says she no longer wants to be caught in the demanding cycle of the music industry.
Who was demanding?
I don't want to be a slave to that cycle. See, you still fucking up. Slave. That's what we got to do. I'll never forget that rap lyric she had where she said, "Runaway slave master." It's one thing to sacrifice those things up when it's just you, but I also be signing my son up to sacrifice his life. While she occasionally feels the urge to return to the studio, she remains committed to her decision because the studio's locked. Probably T.I. ain't returning them calls.
No, he is not.
She previously clarified to her fans on X, formerly Twitter, that her retirement was not due to pressure from others. So
no, it was due to pressure to nobody listening to the music.
Right. I guess technically a lack of sales and attendance is an absence of pressure. So I guess, technically she's right. There was no pressure. People always say you're applying pressure. You're putting 0 times any amount is 0 pressure. So
right. Who was asking?
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. So Iggy Azalea, Karen?
Iggy Azalea gets a 50.
Okay.
It bothers me that, and this is no 100% whiteness. It bothers me because you're not being truthful with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying you're walking away with your own choice, but no, you're walking away because people aren't returning phone calls. Like before, like you said, people met with you in private, but I guarantee you now they don't even meet with you in private anymore. So much time has passed.
Well, I think
since you've been like,
there's plenty of dudes who will still meet with her in private.
I mean, but are they gonna make you a record deal? No.
So they don't want to make no music.
No. Right. So that's my thing. Like the people that you want to get in contact with, they've been stopped returning calls and been separating themselves from you. So there was no pressure from you walking away. Like she had like this was a difficult fucking decision. And like there was money on the table. There was no money on the table.
Right. Yeah. It was just gonna be you in empty arena after empty arena. And she, more than any artist, needed the cosign.
Yes.
Because she's not that strong of a rapper. Her biggest thing was her affiliation with other rappers, with specifically black male rappers who were like, yeah, we cool with her, and then she gets to be cool. But the second they was like, you hot right now, and not the sexual way. Right. You're radioactive right now, and I don't want to be seen co-signing your shit. Sisters is really mad right now. I'm good.
And she never came back.
If you want to come, now there'll always be room in the green room for a white woman with a BBL and a black scent. Don't get me wrong, but, I don't want to put you on a track. No,
right, not at all.
I give it a 50. Yeah, she's fell off so much that I think it can't even offend me.
Not
it's just
anymore.
like, I guess the most offensive thing is her. I guess I'll give it even 25. Most offensive thing is her pretending that she is like,
a chance.
I came to the difficult decision for my son that I'm gonna stop saying what they do that? Do they that? How they do that? Like, okay, man, you can't even rap. Woman quits job on day 1 after being told to discriminate against black sounding names. A woman's new job lasted less than an hour after she was told to discriminate against applicants with black sounding names, which is crazy in 2025 because white people be naming their kids Sansa, Aria,
Apple,
Ned with 2
Orange.
D's. Apple and Orange feel white to me. I don't think those, but I think there's a bunch of other names that they are inspired by that definitely sound black now. All them Game of Thrones names. You get a Daddario Jones on your fuck. You don't know that that's a black person anymore.
No, you
used
don't.
to be a time before George R.R. Martin that you could say with the 99.99% chance that any Daddario passing your motherfucking whatever that dude
was brown.
Yeah.
Now you don't know.
I don't know. Motherfuckers just spelling names with extra syllables and extra letters and shit.
That should not be there.
Yeah. But yeah, in her now viral TikTok, she explained that her role was to schedule care for clients and process applications for potential caregivers. But during her first day training, she was shocked to learn there was an unspoken yet enforced hiring rule. It's crazy that she made it all the way through the interview and everything, and before they was like, also we racist.
Yeah.
According to her, if an applicant's name didn't sound white, she was instructed to mark the application as completed and move it to a rejected folder labeled name standards. First of all, take a screenshot. You got a case. We can all come up off of this one. We can get some landmark shit. I hope she took a screenshot. I hope she fucking recorded that shit on her work. Name standards. The realization hit hard when she asked if they meant names like hers, and she was told yes. So I guess her name must be Black or something. In a follow-up video, she revealed she collected over 120 screenshots of, thank you sis, of rejected applications completed with names, emails, and phone numbers, all flagged for the same reason. She said she confronted the company's owner directly, and the owner admitted to the discriminatory practice, even apologizing. I told her this wasn't something I could participate in. The woman said, adding that she kept her tone calm and professional. She walked away from the job that same hour. While she's not naming the company just yet, she says she plans to share details soon. I know discrimination like this happens, but I've never experienced it this blatant in training. Oh, it was still just, well, I mean, I guess she was in the training period, so maybe she wasn't officially an employee, but still.
She ain't even got the 90 days. She said 1 hour.
The Trump administration will be supporting this company.
You know they will.
They're gonna lock her up. They're gonna
say she racist.
Yeah, they gonna be like, the real racism is people like you and Jasmine Crockett pointing out the racism. All right, Karen, 0 to 100.
I would say this one gives me 100.
This is a Dracarys for me.
It's really fucked up.
Yeah. Like, you're being, this is the most open type of racism. You're basically being told, do not hire Black people. Because what happens if you have a white sounding name, but you show up and you're Black?
Right.
Then they go, well, that's different. Obviously, with a white sounding name, you're a different type of Black. You don't name yourself, everybody.
Right. You don't name yourself unless you become an adult and decide to change your birth certificate. You don't name yourself.
I was listening to Bomani on the right time, and he was doing this list of the top athletes, and Tom Brady was one of them. And he was like, Tom, I'm not gonna be pretentious and say like his 4, because he has like 4 different, he has like double middle names. So I don't know. It's like Tom, Eric, Thomas Brady or something like that, or Eric, whatever Brady. And he was like, because it's really pretentious. And I was like, he didn't name himself. And he doesn't go by Tom, say all my names. So he's not the pretentious one in this situation. It's fucking parents. Yep. And you get straddled with that shit for the rest of your life. But so anyway, my point being, like, this is not really a name discrimination thing. It's a race discrimination thing.
Yes, it is.
If you show up and you're Susan Thompson and, Susan Brazunjewicz, but you Black with your skin when you show up, this company is not going to want to hire you.
No, they're not.
That's really what they're saying. They're like, we don't even want to take the chance with these 5-syllable names. I also want to know what the meeting's like when you pass some of these names and they got to call you in secretly. Like, Tina, we're looking at some of the applications you reviewed, and we noticed that there seems to be some lack of attention to detail, because I'm looking at these resumes. Alizé, LaTanya, Jamal, like, are you even trying? Do you not want this job?
Are you even trying?
I saw a Ladarius. I saw a Ladarius, and that's honestly red flag.
I saw in the nickname they said Junebug. How?
Yeah, Junebug. That doesn't make sense.
I mean, I know there are bugs in June, but I don't understand the Junebug.
Right. Meanwhile, and this guy was salt of the earth. I thought he's a real cool dude. I love him when I worked with him. But I worked with a white dude whose name was Dusty at a job once.
Like Dusty Rhodes?
Dusty. I don't know if that's his government. I don't know if that's his nickname. It was on his name tag. It was what everybody called him at the job. Dusty. Come on now. Come on now. Dracarys for this shit. Fuck wrong with y'all?
Nobody cares about a Shaniqua.
Right.
We got Dusty over here.
Dusty in here. Dusty showing up late to Saturday morning overtime because he fell asleep getting drunk fishing the night before, wearing the same clothes from Friday at work. And he thought it was cute. It was, look at Dusty. Dusty. So let my black ass walk up in there in the same clothes talking about I was drunk and hungover. Get the fuck out of my face.
They are not going to want to hear that. Yeah, you say, anytime you say Dusty, I always think about the wrestler Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, I think about Dusty from G.I. Joe, too.
That's a good one.
All right, let's get to some Guess the Race. Boom.
This time for Guess the Race. This time for Guess the Race. This time for Guess the Race. This time for Guess the Race.
Letter carrier turned mail thief posted Instagram photos flaunting her high life. A former United States Postal Service letter carrier pleaded guilty today in California to a 3-year spree of stealing credit and debit cards and checks in the mail. She used those items to pay for luxury goods and international travel.
Oh, that's right, because they deliver the mail. I'm pretty sure they probably know these packages have certain things in them that the general public wouldn't know, because they try to disguise things. They work for most people, but, they deliver the mail, so they know, just these packages have dildos in them, or these packages have this in it, because of that.
Well, I think everyone knows what credit card envelopes look like. I don't know if they know what a fucking dildo package looks like, Karen. Unless it's oddly wrapped, very specifically. Comes in a big ass box.
They can look at the addresses.
Credit card is an envelope, and you can just feel the card inside. Yeah. So that was weird. That was weird. You went there.
No, I was just thinking. You said credit cards, but I was
just weird. We're not talking about dildos at all. And you went to dildo. I just think it's interesting. You think the postal people are stealing dildos? Is that what you think is another crime that's not being covered?
No.
It's just interesting. You went to dildos.
It might be the dildo person out there that's stealing shit. I don't know.
Right. That's just where your mind went. That's all. All I'm doing is noticing.
All I'm saying, damn it. All I'm saying is that you talk about the credit cards and things. I was like, she possibly might steal other things like that.
Okay, I know what you were saying. Explaining it is not changing it. I understood. I stopped because I did understand, not because I didn't understand. You went to dildos immediately for stealing mail. I guess people just shaking up packages,
checking up the packages to
something's
to see what's rolling in there.
Oh, is this
vibrating? It could be a ball. It could be a dildo. You never know.
Because you know how ladies are hard up for dildos. They gotta steal them in the mail. They like, ooh.
Apparently they do.
This was not gonna get to you. My Hitachi.
Right, my rabbit.
Well, this guest race is never gonna make it now. It's gonna be way over 2 minutes or whatever the fuck the limit is.
My bad.
Because of dildo gate.
You can go on with the rest of the story.
Let me try to start over so they can at least take this clip and make something out of it.
I fucked the clip up.
Letter carrier turned mail thief posted Instagram photos flaunting her high life. A former United States Postal Service letter carrier pleaded guilty today in California to a 3-year spree of stealing credit and debit cards and checks from the mail. She used those to pay for luxury goods and international travel. Mary Ann McDermott, 31. That's what people said when they saw their credit report. Man, damn it! Who is fucking up my FICO score?
You know that is.
God,
I don't even have a passport. How I end up overseas?
Copped a conspiracy to commit bank fraud, a felony in connection with a sprawling scheme that included her using many of the stolen cards and selling others to accomplices with nicknames like Ghana and One Punch.
Oh no!
Well, you ain't never getting it back from One Punch. I'll tell you right now. Don't do it. Do not run up on One Punch. Just get the laws involved and hope you be nice. McDermott, who earned $56,000 annually delivering mail from the main post office in Torrance, used her Instagram page, Your Falcon Mom, to chronicle vacations to destinations like Aruba, Tulum, Puerto Rico, Hawaii, Los Cabos, and Turks and Caicos. I've never been. I'm broke. Shopping sprees.
I'm broke too.
Shopping sprees netted items from Balenciaga, Hermes, Rick Owens. That's so rich. I had never heard of Rick Owens.
I'm about to say, who the hell is a Rick Owens?
Sound like a nigga that played for the Bullets in the 70s.
Right.
Palm Angels, Dior, and Louis Vuitton, as well as Tesla Cybertruck and a diamond-encrusted Rolex watch.
God damn. If you go big or go home.
She was balling on y'all's credit.
Wouldn't you know?
She also posted photos with her holding up cash stacks. When agents raided her apartment December 2024, they found 133 credit and debit cards, 16 U.S. Treasury texts, 18 stolen gift cards. Investigators are also able to obtain store surveillance videos showing her making purchases with stolen cards at Apple and Home Depot. Was she even when did she have time to be a postal worker?
Right? She requested a lot of time off work.
She was a thief that delivered mail between thefts.
Yeah, right?
Mag Dammit is being held on in a federal detention center in Los Angeles in advance of her sentencing in October. Conspiracy charges carry a maximum of 30 years. Karen guessed the race.
What was her name again?
Mary Ann Magdammit. Maybe.
I'm going white.
Karen's going white. Let's check the chat room, see what they believe. I would say we're freezing up. Crowdcast acting up. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening. Let's see. Working the side hustle on the main job time. Black. Posing with proof of theft is black rapper shit. White. Yeah, one of the pictures is her holding money up to her ear. Oh, mine is just frozen. That's not a race, I guess. Refreshing and the screen is stuck. I'm afraid to refresh now because I'm afraid y'all won't be able to see this. Right. Black. So some of y'all are seeing it and some aren't.
Right.
The correct answer is Karen said white. Mm-hmm. Many of you said black, but all of you missed it. She's actually Asian. She's Filipino.
Oh no!
That's her with the Yankee fitted on, the stacks of cash. This is her post on her Instagram. Life is good with her feet. The beach vacation feet pic.
I bet you it is, child. She was about her goddamn vacation day. She was off at least one weekend a month.
Yeah, you got to do it. Someone said crazy grift Asian. Yeah.
Wow.
She was balling on y'all's budget.
Yeah, she was. Whatever your budget is, she was balling on it.
Right. Man, I don't know if anybody is unfrozen, but some of y'all doesn't seem to be frozen at all. So I don't know.
Right. Like I don't know what's happening either.
I'm afraid to refresh just because, then all of a sudden we'll find out I'm frozen and we can't finish recording. All right, let's go to the next one. Woman is accused of accidentally firing a gun during a fight at the Collier County Waffle House.
Oh.
Yeah. That's where it goes down.
Apparently it does at the Waffle House.
Yeah. A Fort Myers woman was arrested early Sunday morning after being accused of fighting another woman and firing a gun inside of a Collier County Waffle House. According to Collier County Sheriff's Office, deputies were called to the scene of the Waffle House at 2:58 a.m. That makes sense. That's like about when it goes down, All right. Deputies say Bonisha Fletcher, 35 of Fort Myers, was separated from a fight when she pulled out a gun and tried to hand it off to another woman. In the process of trying to hand it off, she unintentionally pointed it at multiple people, and the magazine eventually fell out the gun. Damn, what is this, naked gun?
Ain't that the part with the bullets?
Yeah. Like she was just fumbling everything over there. Fletcher then dropped the gun while picking it up, pulled the trigger, and discharged the bullet by accident.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is some Benny Hill shit.
You asked them their responsible gun owner?
Some slapstick. While the responding deputy was speaking to another person, he said he heard the gunshot go off. The deputy looked in the direction of gunfire, said he saw Fletcher with a gun in her hand while a man wrestled the firearm away. So it sounds like maybe she understood the cops were there. They were going to start questioning her. She tried to slide her gun off on the slide to a friend, dropped the gun, magazine fell out the gun, tried to pick the gun up, fired the gun. Then a guy wrestled the gun away from her.
Right, because it was like, I don't know if you're going to shoot up this place.
She then dropped the gun and kicked it toward the deputies. No one was hit or injured by the gunshot. It was witnessed by multiple people and captured on surveillance video. Let me tell you something. I'm not a lawyer. That don't sound good.
No,
you're going to jail.
Yes, you are.
You
can't even fake the phone. You can't say you weren't there. You can't say you weren't present.
I watched enough Law and Order to say you're going to jail. Fletcher was placed
You're going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to jail.
Fletcher was placed under arrest after being cleared by EMS and was transported to Naples Jail Center. She faces charges of improper exhibit of a firearm and disorderly conduct. Karen, guess the race of Bonesha Fletcher.
Bonesha Fletcher?
Bonesha Fletcher. Bonesha Fletcher.
Black.
Karen saying black. Let's check the chat room. So you saying you wouldn't pass her resume on?
Apparently no. I would skip over it.
Black ass Fletcher. I don't know who else is frozen. This is racially ambiguous crime when it's the Waffle House, but I will go black. Bonafide Bonesha black. The correct answer is black. And that's her right there. With the blue hair.
Oh no, baby.
Yeah, I know.
You going to jail.
She shooty Smurf.
Yes, she is.
All right, let's go to the bonus round. Karen is 1-1.
Yes.
So
yeah, because I think I'd have got the first one wrong no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a tough one. That was tough. Let me see. Where's the guess the race for round 2? I will go with this one. Oh, here it is. Sorry.
Triple the points. Triple the points. Triple the points. Triple the points. Triple the race. Triple the race. Triple the points. Triple the points. Triple the points. Triple the points. Triple the race. Triple the race.
Back to school event brings kids, parents, and then gunfire and panic.
Oh shit, bringing it all together.
The incident occurred at C.W. Williams Community Health Center's main campus on Wilkinson Boulevard on Saturday afternoon.
Is this in Charlotte?
This is in Charlotte.
Oh no!
The event was the 11th annual Back to School Community Health Fair that featured a dozen elected officials such as U.S. Congresswoman Alma Adams and several Charlotte and Mecklenburg County leaders. Okay. Okay. CP believes that based on court documents that the shooter, Sherez Monique Davis, was arrested and charged with going armed to the terror of the people and carrying concealed weapon gun. Both charges are misdemeanors.
What?
Wow. Going armed to the terror of the people is a misdemeanor in my state. I didn't know that.
Did not know that.
They refused to ID the shooter or spell out the charges, but then I see her name and picture in the charges from the everything in this article. So, I mean, come on. Let's see. CMPD, on or about the date of offense shown in the county named above, the defendant unlawfully and willfully did carry an unusual and dangerous weapon, black handgun, in plain view with the intent to intimidate or frighten the public. The black handgun caused terror to over 200 people, to wit, panicking and running in all directions once the black handgun was viewed and shot. What could possibly have happened? I wonder.
Right. We had a community thing for the kids. What is we doing?
Somebody said something or did something. On or about the date of offense shown in the county named after the defendant unlawfully and willfully did carry, conceal about the defendant's person while off the defendant's own premises a gun, black handgun. Okay, this is complete police speak. This is not even like an article.
Did they write this up with they log in and submitted it?
Right. The police, I think they just copy and paste the police report.
Oh, instead of doing a writing themselves?
Yeah, they did put more updates in there, but it's not anything. It says, it stated there was defendant Sherez Davis stated there was an argument with her son and another boy. Davis stated that another adult then got involved, so she reached into her backpack and pulled out the Taurus G6 with the serial number on it. Davis stated that she fired 2 shots in the air to try to break up the fight. After firing the shots, the crowd dispersed and started to run away in a panic.
Of course.
She put her firearm back in the backpack, started walking away. The firearm was later retrieved and collected as evidence. So she was protecting her kid, according to her. All right, Karen. So, let's see. Did she get her bond? It says the public outcry raised her bond to $200,000 late Monday because the judge was like, "This is too crazy." And then 7 minutes later, they raised it to $250,000 bond. Damn, what could have happened in them 7 minutes? So did she like have a? Maybe she went off in the court and it was like $250 now.
Yeah, something happened. Anger got mad. Well, somebody went back and looked through the stuff and be like, "Hey, did you see this?" They was like, "Oh, wait a minute, let me add some more money to that."
Well, guess the race is Sherez Monique Davis.
Oh, she definitely getting her resume declined black. she ain't gonna make it.
Black, assistant shooter, black handgun, black backpack, black. That sound like black baby. The correct answer is black. Now, as a person that lives in the same city as her, I'm gonna go on the line and say I think she's innocent. I don't think this black woman did anything wrong. She was just trying to protect her child. She was an upstanding citizen, and if I ran into her in the streets, I would buy her a drink and salute her for being an involved mother and parent. So salute to her. Please do not do anything to me. Please, I agree with. Sometimes you do got to pull a gun out and protect the kids. So no harm, no foul, sis. All right, let's go to sword ratchetness. Here we go. Honestly, I'm gonna put this one back and guess the race. It's too good.
Okay.
All right, let me find a different sword ratchetness story then. Christchurch man killed mother with sword, says coroner.
Oh, it is his name Christ?
No, it's the Christchurch is the location.
Okay.
A reclusive Christchurch man who was his mother's sole caregiver killed her in the bed with a sword. Nicholas McIlwraith, 46, then took his own life, with police only discovering their bodies in their home weeks later. Days after the mother's 80th birthday. God damn. Officers had gone to the house to do a welfare check. After relatives could not reach her by phone, flowers in the parcel had not been collected from the front door. In a report released on Wednesday, they found that McRice died about March 6th or 7th of... What? That can't be right.
It might be.
Maybe they keep the dates different, but they said about 6 or 7 March 2022. Right.
Oh, that don't make sense.
Right.
Even if you're at the place where they do the reverse, they do the month before the year.
2022? What?
I'm like, woo.
How? What? When? In this article, I'm looking at the top. It's August 6, 2025.
They were there that long?
Did they find these motherfuckers like 3 years after the
after
what?
the deaths?
Check on your folks.
Check on your loved ones, please.
Evidence from the scene showed Beverly McIlwraith was attacked on her bed by her son, who struck her multiple times with a sword that he was found in the garage. They found Nicholas, commonly known as Nick, died by suicide, but she could not reach a conclusion on why he killed his mother. It's quite possible that he became overwhelmed with the level of ongoing care he needed to provide for his mother. In this context, he made the fatal attack. With a sword, though? You couldn't have just overdosed on aspirin or some shit, nigga. She was 80.
She was 80.
It wouldn't have took that much. I'm not saying you should have. Obviously, you shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, you shouldn't attack old people, but
a sword is like the worst fucking possible way to kill the old person. That's terrible.
Make it slow or something. Come on now.
And it took you multiple hacks, you weak motherfucker.
And you know it did.
It also is possible that the mother's decline in health or mental or physical upset Nick deeply, she said. It is apparent that by the time Miss McElroy died, her care needs were considerable and had been for some time. She was relying on Nick for care with all the activities of daily living, including personal hygiene, food preparation, laundry, shopping, monitoring of her diabetes, ensuring she had her medication, including daily insulin and so on. In the final analysis, it is not known why Nick attacked his mother and inflicted fatal injuries. So, and he did it with a sword. Which makes me say, why was a sword in this man's house at all?
Agreed.
All right, y'all. That's it for today's show. Tomorrow we'll have JL Covan, which will be even more of a down note than a man killing an 80-year-old mama. And yeah, it's going to be even sadder. Look forward to that. We're going to talk about his new special that's coming out, Trump in Canada. I can't wait. All right, y'all. Until next time, I love you.
I love you too. Mwah.
Bye, everybody. Have a good rest of your night. Sorry the thing froze on some of y'all.